Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? Happy Monday, y'all. We got some sad news to report. As everybody probably knows, this is going super ultra viral. Influencer Ashlee Janae, 31, dies during a vacation with her fiance Joe McCain. Now, Joe McCain, he is a hedge fund manager, and y'all know hedge fund managers are very wealthy people. They're saying that allegedly Ashlee, unalived herself in the room that they rented originally on the resort in Africa, and that he had another room that they rented because they got into some type of situation. So when he went back in the room that they originally were in at the resort, he walked in and found her unalived, allegedly. Now, the police over there are saying that he's, not being questioned, not being held or anything like that. Now, I'm not sure what the U.S. Embassy over there is doing for this case right now. I have to do more research because there's a lot coming out on this. But y'all, this is a sad situation that has occurred. Like I said, it's going ultra viral. Ashlee, has over 100,000 followers over there on Instagram. I believe she has a TikTok account, but she has a nice sized platform over there on Instagram. And they said she was a social media influencer, of course, a travel vlogger. And she met this hedge fund manager and only was dating him for a year. Now, from what I looked and what I seen on her some of her posts, now they're saying that people were trying to warn her, saying that this man is going to unalive you, this man is like, he's crazy, like things of that sort and to that nature, warning her that this man is maybe not wrapped too tight, maybe his elevator don't go all the way to the top. But y'all, this story is sad. It's really, really devastating. But y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So it says Ashlee Janae, 31, dies during a vacation with her fiance. The content creator had over 88,000 followers, sharing lifestyle content and life with her partner, Joe McCain. It says the things that we need to know. Ashlee Robinson, the content creator known online as Ashlee Janae, died at 31 years old while on a trip to Tanzania with her fiance, Joe McCain. Several of Robinson's family members shared the news of her death in an April 12th statement on Instagram, writing that she had been found unconscious in her villa and rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. One moment she was celebrating love and life in truly Ashlee fashion, and the next she was gone, read the statement. Ashlee Robinson, the content creator known online as Ashlee Janae, died while on a trip to Tanzania. She was 31 years old. Several of Robinson's family members shared the news of her death in an April 12th statement on Instagram, writing that the influencer and her fiance, Joe McCain, had been on a trip to Zanzibar, when she was found unconscious in her villa and rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. Police said in a statement obtained by local outlet Mariachi, if I said that right, that they believe Robinson died by, unaliving herself. They also allege that following a misunderstanding between Robinson and McCain, hotel management decided to separate the pair into two different rooms. Neither McCain nor the resort Zuri Zanzibar, where the pair were staying, immediately responded to people's requests for comment. Now, I just want to give my own thoughts and opinion on that. We know that Joe is a hedge fund manager. And what comes with that? Like I said, he was very wealthy. And over there in Africa, you can pay these police and investigators, a couple of dollars, maybe $5,000, $10,000 is a whole lot of money to them. Maybe he paid them more. I don't know. And I'm just saying this allegedly. This is just my thoughts. Maybe he paid these people off and tried to make it seem as if she did unalive herself. These are just my thoughts, you guys, because, money over there, you can, make some things happen. But let's continue, because this is very, very sad. And rest in peace to her, to Janae, Ashlee Janae. And my prayers go out to her family, y'all. This is sad. So it says, when asked about McCain, Police Commander Benedict Mapjuri said that the police were not planning to detain or pursue legal action against him per Manachi. He has not been accused of any wrongful doing by authorities. Days before her death, Robinson had shared photos and videos from her trip feeding local wildlife and celebrating her 31st birthday with a rose petal sign, Chapter 31, and ecstatic. And I'm exactly where I need to be, she captioned on Instagram post. Robinson and McCain had also gotten engaged during a safari per her family's statement on a video she posted on Instagram on April 3rd. Now, let me say this. Also, Ashlee had put also on her Instagram, which, everybody has, their taste in men, what they like, what they don't like, right? They're saying that she was posting about, having interracial children, kind of like going in on black men, like she didn't want to be with a black man, which is, that's what she feels. Everybody's entitled to, what they feel and what they like. But this is the stuff that that I came across that was read on her, that I read on her, some of her posts. But, like I said, this is what she liked, and it's okay. So let's continue. It says, one moment she was celebrating love and life in truly Ashlee fashion, and the next she was gone. Okay, we read that already. It says, in a statement, the family acknowledged the active investigation surrounding Robinson's death and said that they were working with local authorities in Zanzibar. See, like I said, I don't know what the U.S. Embassy in Zanzibar is doing about this situation, because once you are overseas, y'all know I love to travel. I've been all over. I haven't been to Africa yet. That's one place I haven't been. But y'all know that there's embassies in every country just about, to my recollection. So the U.S. Embassy should have gotten involved in this. More than likely, I'm more than sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm more than sure. But anyway, let's continue. So it says, on Instagram, Robinson maintained a following of over 88,000 followers and shared a lifestyle of content. The content creator, who was based in Portland, Oregon, also frequently posted with McCann. Shared love up snaps of their dating nights and vacations. Ashlee was deeply loved, concluded the family's statement. She was vibrant, full of life, and had so much ahead of her. Our family is completely devastated, and we appreciate the prayers and compassion we have received as we navigate this unimaginable loss. If you or somebody who you know is struggling with mental health, and then they give the number and everything like that. But y'all, there's no way, and this is my opinion, you guys. This is very, very sad. I know the mother is devastated. The family is devastated because this young girl, 31, was living her best life. Let's just start there. She was living her best life, met her a hedge fund manager, but people were putting on her page that this man may unalive you, putting things on her page, like trying to give her hints. Now, when people, these men and women, when they get up there, when it comes to their, income, how much money they're worth, they, get a little narky. No, I'm not saying this is what happened, but there was an altercation that ensued. Now, what if he didn't like something that somebody put on her social media? Maybe those comments that we read, maybe he got upset about those comments too, even. I'm not sure. But when these men have a lot of money, because I had a friend who dated a ultra rich man, and he treated her like sugar honey iced tea on the bottom of his shoe. And they do that because they got money. They know all these girls are flocking towards them, so they feel like they could talk to you crazy, talk out the side of their neck, and then say, well, you know what you won't do, the next one will. And then these women, they just because these men have money, it's like they will kind of like be a little submissive. Now, I don't know that to be her situation, but I seen it with some friends of mine. Just because your man is making a lot of money does not constitute you, giving up your self-value, your self-worth. I'm just saying. But y'all, this story is very, very sad, very heart-wrenching. It's a lot to unpack here, and this is just the beginning. So basically, in the nutshell, Ashlee Janae went over to Zanzibar with her fiance. They got into an altercation and he proposed to her. But when they had the altercation, they were separated according to the hotel, put him in, got an extra room, and he went to the extra room is what I'm gathering, if I'm understanding that correctly. But anywho, they were both in different rooms after the altercation ensued. Next thing you know, he goes back in her room and finds her unalive, saying that, she unalived herself. I don't believe that somebody's going to go all the way to another country at 31 years old, living their best life, even though, there's, posts on her Instagram page saying that, this man, be careful. He may do something. I don't know. Does he have a past? I need to research that. Does he have a past of putting his hands, feet in kettlebells on people like Diddy? I mean, I don't know. But it sounds like something is, something just ain't right. Something ain't adding up. Something is not jiving. But y'all, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Y'all, rest in peace to Ashlee Janae. My heart goes out to her family, all her loved ones. Her mother, I know, is really, really devastated. I seen a post on TikTok where her mother is just just crumbling. And this is really, really sad. But y'all, we have to teach our young ladies, to be independent and not try to follow somebody for money, because sometimes they can end in these situations, no matter what color they are. If she chooses to, be with somebody who is, a white man, that's her prerogative. That's what she wants. It's okay. Nothing wrong with loving somebody of a different nationality. But it doesn't matter what nationality a man is or a woman. They're all susceptible of doing bad things, to the other person. I'm not saying this is, what happened, because we don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But if he did unalive her, just because, he was a white man, does not excuse or give any, nationality a pass, because all nationalities have done crazy things, right? We're not gonna, try to, sugarcoat that. But she liked the white man. She said it. She put it on her post. She wanted mixed children, and that's okay. That's what she want. It's nothing wrong with that. Love is love. As long as somebody loves you, they love you for who you are. They love you unconditional. That's all I care about, because I love everybody, and my family's mixed with everything. Thanksgiving, it's everybody around the map. But y'all, like, share, subscribe. Please keep the prayers going for Ashlee Janae's family. And y'all, we are gonna go ahead and continue to unpack things. As I find out information, I will definitely let you know. I do want to see who this man is, what kind of relationship past he has that maybe possibly could have been signs for Janae to kind of get on up out of there. But sometimes, people don't really see the signs, and sometimes they're either head over heels or they just can't read the signs for themselves. I don't know if this was the case, but y'all, like I said, we're gonna keep you guys in the loop on this situation as things unfold. I will definitely continue to cover this story, but keep her in your prayers, keep the family in your prayers, y'all, and y'all lead with love, peace, and tranquility, as I always say. And y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.